Hey, Sunshine, my magic master. All right.
All right. I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Sweet. Okay. Have to connect this. Probably take about 2, 3 minutes on that. But my people in California is the ones that's waking up right now. I can only imagine.
Music and light.
And see, my teenagers, they're upstairs. They done fed themselves. I'm thinking, like, why you ain't make
I got my son cooking now. Like, put the ribs in the oven.
Yes, girl, listen, help teamwork make the dream work now.
Hey, listen, every lesson is a life lesson. They are 14. You're here, you're cooking.
Yes, yes. I mean, 14 going on, my 14-year-old, I don't know who's older, me or her. I forget. I think that she's the oldest one in the house.
That's me and my 17-year-old.
Like, God, you're an old lady. She's upset with me right now because, okay, now she's going into high school, so she's like pumped up. Now, why would the school automatically just unenroll her? I don't know. But she says she can't sleep, her heart's palpitating. She needs to make sure that she's registered for next year. Girl, you'll be all right.
He do not care. He nonchalant. He like, just another grade.
Ah, okay. Activity situations must be a time of your day. You have this time, you have really. So I'm thinking, and what's so crazy is that people kind of know that I'll be on anytime between 7 and 9, depending on whatever. Because I try to use the Be Live platform. I try to use the WebEx Cisco platform. I keep trying these different platforms, and Zoom is always the one.
Yeah, I don't like the WebEx one.
It's
I like
horrible.
GoToMeeting and Zoom. We use GoToMeeting a lot for our tax corporation.
Okay, so I'll start using. Listen, that's good. Next week we're gonna do go-to meeting. I mean, I don't try them all because every time my guests will give me like a, well, what? Let's try this next week, or let's try to get on there at 6:30 instead of 6:50. And now I'm like, okay, let's just try at 6 o'clock. Like I don't know, but
Yeah, Zoom's probably like bombarded right now. I know I have to change like my internet connection too because my son was like, "Mom, I'm playing video games and it's like lagging." I'm like, "Boy, you don't pay no bills."
yes,
But then I had called and they was doing something. He was like, you can upgrade for the same price. I was like, all right. And then like COVID happened. I was like, all right. So maybe, there was some intention behind that. So
I mean, but listen at how resourceful your children are.
right.
Like, mom, listen, that's my daughter. She's like, okay. I'm like, I need some free music for my videos. I need this, I need that. She's like, here, here. We've been doing this for years. And I'm like, you're only 14.
Right. Oh,
Okay.
they're a whole different breed.
Get mad at you if you call them a millennium. Millennial, she's a Generation Z.
Generation. Like technology is just who they are. Right? Like
Okay.
it's rotary phones.
Mm-hmm.
No car.
I mean, it's like everything that we was having to do, they don't have to do. And it's sucks low key.
Yeah,
Because we still have to train them on how
it
to do
does.
that. And they'll look at us like, oh, but that's so old school, mom. Why? Why? All right, let's see. All right, come on. There
My
we
youngest
go.
daughter say, in the olden days, Mom, were you born in the olden days? Oh,
Yeah,
there you
so
go. Okay.
this is it's coming. It's happening. Ah, right. See, my daughter's into that K-pop. So, are any of your children into K-pop?
Yes, my oldest.
Oh my God. Why are we talking about that more as Black people? These tickets are like $500 for BTS. And
Yes, it's a whole movement all by itself.
they're an army for real. They call themselves the army. Oh, the power.
No,
That,
I didn't know that.
yes. And they compete against some other groups of fans, and it's serious.
It's
My
definitely serious. It's a movement all by itself.
and it started, like I said, my 21-year-old niece, she's like an old head. She was went to Chicago to go see BTS. But yeah, that's how old they're, like 20 something. And then the little 14-year-olds, they're kind of new, but the more pumped up about it.
Right.
Okay, you give me over here on Facebook, and then just as soon as I get on 8 o'clock out.
My cheeks look.
And you said with the tax company you work for, so you do taxes?
Mm-hmm. I actually sit on a corporation, so I don't process taxes as much. But on the back end, building the corporation, managing workflows and teams.
Mm,
I'm registered with the IRS. I can do taxes.
that's that's awesome.
Yeah, so
Shoot.
I have my mortgage license, I have my life insurance license, and I'm registered with the IRS for tax preparation.
I mean, are we cornering the market on everything we need for our life? You sure you got
So I
everything?
got a lot of knowledge under my belt
You
over the
think?
years.
You think? And you look and sound good, girl. Look at us. We just doing too much broadcast. As soon as we start talking about that, they want to go on live. Like, we must not be talking about that. Because now I want to work. Like, okay, now you're talking. All right. Broadcast webinar soon. All right. I still got homework to do.
Oh no.
Yes,
I was
girl.
working on my so I've been working on my pitch deck all day actually. Trying to get that over to the city of Columbus. I'm gonna send it over in the morning. So I've really been like trying to zero in, making sure my message is really clear. But I'm super excited about the opportunity. So I am putting this in God's hands, allowing it to meet my preparation and opportunity. And they just kind of collide. And we
Yes,
got
Lord.
unicorn magic.
Yes, Lord. Yes. We'll put that black girl match on it. Sprinkle it on.
Yes.
Because I tell everybody there's excellence, then you got black girl excellence. And we coined the phrase black girl magic to kind of capture it. So while everybody's still learning about what a black girl magic is, which I love talking to my Caucasian constituents. They're like, black girl magic master, like, yes, yes, that's what we do. And they're just
That's
like,
what we
okay,
do.
what is it? I'm like, well, you have excellence. You have black girl excellence. And then that just stops everything. Because they know what we're talking about. We're the help. You is smart, you is important. You know, we is those ones that put that on.
We make it happen no matter what. And we look good doing it too.
Listen, I turn 44 next month on the 15th. I am not.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I am not. I'm going through a midlife crisis, and I don't even care. Like, oh, look at me going through a midlife crisis. Yay! I made it to a midlife crisis.
Right. I always tell my kids the best gift in the world is time. Like the time, like the ability to reflect on friendships, relationships, life goals, like all of that comes with just the gift of time. It's like I can laugh at my 24-year-old self. Like I laugh at her. I'm like, that girl was crazy.
Oh, you was telling the truth right now because I'm like, what was I
Silly,
thinking?
bitch.
If we didn't have that kind of courage, I mean, that immortality of youth, I don't know. But then I have the gamers. I have the people, I have two teenagers. One, my son, who will be 18, he has autism. So, he is a real servant. So yesterday I was doing a little live and it was a tornado. Was it tornadoes yesterday? Out of nowhere, my son,
Yeah.
he appears with all the weather information and what the people need to do. And I'm like, where'd you come from? I was like, and today's weather is brought to you by my son. All right, here we go.
I was like, wait a minute, it's getting dark real quick.
My landlord pulled
Apparently,
up to mow the lawn, girl. He came pulled up to mow the lawn. And I'm like, you don't see that dark sky? Next thing you know, it was pouring down rain. I gotta own this story about me and not owning this house. Because I've been here for this will be 10 years next year. And
woo!
right, Mr. Lewis, he actually owns hair and stuff and so I'm pretty much yes, it'd be like that now. Yeah, let me
Right.
get the applause going. Let me get the applause going. Oh man, I can't get the applause going because I got the earphones in. Or can I? Hey! We're back. Because I need y'all to meet my magic master, Tia Johnson.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. How's everybody doing? I can't see any of the chat comments.
Right. I'm gonna try my hardest to look at it on my other phone and see what everybody says, and I'll let you know. I'll monitor the chat comments. But
so I'll just jump right back into it like we never left. Over the last few years, I've dedicated my time to learning a new language called money. A lot of times we are wanting and hoping for things to happen in our finances. And I just wanted to dig right super deep in it. So like I was telling you earlier, I have my license for mortgage lending. So I help people go in that direction of home ownership. I know there's always a debate whether it's an asset or a liability. I also have my license for life insurance. So I can help people with life, health, annuities. In addition, I am registered with the IRS as a registered tax preparer. So I've spent majority of these later years of my life just really trying to help and connect and really just change the financial dynamic for myself and for my family and my fellow Black girl magics, right? So,
yes.
here in Columbus, Ohio, working as in Columbus City Schools. So I actually are behind mindset, right? So you have she has a whole series over organizations. I have a whole library slew of stuff over here as well. But I'm just here to share some tips, nuggets on my journey and what I really found to be really engaging, but just from the heart, right? Like from the heart, I had a post. What am I here for? I'm looking for a I am not feeling this, right? Like I'm like, Mom, how did I get here? And I was just asking myself all of those questions that sometimes kind of get left behind and just like 9 of I got to get my kids up early enough to get them off to school. Where do I really find time to build a business? I started, I anything. Um, I would think about, okay, what do I need to get done today? Is your day. I can remember days like getting up late, and I don't think from here, know where to go. How you want to get you to go Friday versus my money question.
Go for it. We love it.
Sweet. Let's see here. So, what are some other principles? Let me look and see what are right like now a time where women, right, Black women are educated, right? You have PhDs, you have masters, a lot of have either attended college or additional education is an ROI. Well, I know right now it's like a movement. You know, everybody listen. You could have right, like there is nothing that you are doing now. I mean, to say the situation, mental health. It's more mental. You get off of work, you're like, I'm tired, right? You didn't have to listen to people yell at you. You didn't have to smile while you're talking. It shows through the conversation. What you're doing now. So I have to raise families and be the primary breadwinners and try to wear that Superman S on our chest to be everything to everybody and wear it with a smile. What I was able to do is get into not only does have me be intentional about my mental health, you know, it's some of our traumas and triggers. How is that showing up in your money story? How is that showing up in your family life, in your personal life? And through that experience of even just saying, hey, looking at mental health, I really started to dive deeper into the psychology of finance. So when I'm talking with fifth graders, it's really not talking about, hey, get your credit together, but I'm telling them to think about their goals, think about their dreams, think about some of the things that they want to do in life. And as parents, you have to be also open to making sure that you really pour into some of their goals and dreams and not necessarily dominate the conversation or where they want to go. I know I have like my 9-year-old is like Tia on Patron on Friday night, right? Like she has no chill. Like she, I'll be like, where did she come from? Like
We're all
I
this
don't know.
energy.
Yeah, she is hype. She is the dance team. She has all of that, right? Like as much as I like makes me cringe sometimes, I really try to be like, okay, where can I be like supportive, right? Like I can't dance at all. I have no rhythm. I have 2 left feet. I don't know where she gets this passion from, but at least trying to be as supportive as much as possible, even if it's not your thing, right? Like, and that's going to come up in just life and finances. My oldest daughter is a foodie. She loves to eat out all the time. It's like a big, like, you spend too much money, right? So then I have to look at it like, okay, well, even if it's her money, if she spends it eating out, then she just has to know where she finds value in things, right? Like she finds value in eating out. I find value in tennis shoes, right? Like,
Right.
so now that we can have that common ground, like, okay, maybe it's not really saying, hey, don't spend your money eating out, but be super intentional that if you do this, make sure you have a budget that supports it, right? Like,
Right.
so that's the kind of other caveat is that a lot of times 90% of people don't stick to budgets because they make them so restricted. So you sit down with your CPA or your accountant or even somebody just talking with your girlfriend and say, I need to get my money together. I don't know where to start. So you say, what are your needs? Your rent, your utilities, you know, gas, all of those different things. But then where do you find room in your budget for the things that you like, right? So we have a like kind of joke like, hey, if you smoke crack, put that in your budget, right? Like don't leave that out.
Include it all. It's another line item. It's another line item.
Right? Like don't play yourself, right? Because if you're not being realistic, you're not writing everything down, you're gonna continue to just be on that same roller coaster, seeing like, wait a minute. I did the budget, right? I wrote everything down. That's still not enough. Well, once you can see, like, okay, you don't have a budget problem, you have a cash flow problem. And if you've ever read the Rich Dad, I have that one too here. This is a another classic. It was actually written in the 90s. Like, if you haven't
Mm.
read this
Mm,
one, I
mm.
probably read this book 4 or 5 times and listened it into audiobook, because when I first started learning about financial literacy and education, I didn't read. I didn't read
Mm.
books. I didn't attend seminars.
Arch Brooks
Uh,
said that crack ain't legal. I'm just saying.
it's
Arch,
not. Whether
we
it's legal
know.
or not, we still do it, right? We still make a way to make a way, right?
Right. You know they need to include that in their line items. Arch, do not act like, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, I'm sorry, Tia. We digress. Arch.
No, it's the truth. Like, we make a way, even if it's not legal, right? Like, it was illegal to go outside during COVID-19, and you still see people having house parties, pool
Oh
parties.
my goodness. I knew the people in Ozark was gonna get it. And nobody got it but the one person that brought it.
You're like, wait, that doesn't look like social distancing to me.
Not at all. Not at all.
But hey, no judgment. Get it how you live.
But put it in
but
a line item now.
but put it in the line item, right? Like, don't restrict yourself. Don't be unrealistic. And what he talks about in that book is really saying a lot of times is really not a budget thing, right? I can teach a 9-year-old how to budget. I actually prefer to teach 9-year-olds how to budget. So when I get to high school, I'm not talking to high school students about life skills, including budget. I want to talk to them more about risk management, insurance, taxes, things that I know is going to have an impact on, rather they go to college right away, rather they get to be able to get that car, or why do you have to wait till you're in your 50s to have a 700 credit score, right? Like, there's research behind most people who have like a 800 or 50 and above, right? Like, why do I gotta wait till I'm 50 to have a 700 credit score, right?
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, it's currently my situation. No judgment.
Right?
No
No
judgment.
judgment. But that's the way the system is kind of set up, is that you don't have access to the information or resources, um and it broken down to a way where it's acceptable, right? And like you said, the no judgment, that's going to be super 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 critical, because we are judgmental on ourselves, right? Like, so if you carry that guilt and that embarrassment and that shame, and then you got to go to talk to somebody else about it, like, it just makes it even, like, I can meet so many people who want to buy a house, and they're like, Tia, I want to buy a house, but I have $200,000 in student loan debt. Okay, no judgment.
No judgment, but like okay.
You can't buy that $500,000 house, right? Like, let's start somewhere and, get you on that path. And that's going to be really huge when you start to talk about money. I always tell people, it's like, I feel like I should teach money in like my bikini, right? Like, so everybody in the room is uncomfortable, right? Like,
Yeah, listen, it worked, Tia. It works. It worked. I'm sorry. I had to just go on and do it,
you're going to
y'all.
see my stretch marks. I got a little love handle.
I do too. I don't be caring. I'm telling you, I got a midlife crisis thing going on. I'm about to be 44 next month. Shameless plug.
Like, my Cash App is
Right. $ Barn Rich. Sorry.
yeah,
I digress.
plug. Just gotta be super intentional, right? Like, remove the judgment from yourself. I wish I would have did this sooner, or like, why I didn't know this before. As long as you have the gift of time, just keep going, right? Like, I'm not perfect at money. I still, like, have impulse buys, right? Like, I try not to as much anymore. COVID has been, it's been playing with me with my Amazon.
Woo! Woo! You preaching. You preaching.
Like, is that another delivery, Mom?
Right. But Amazon is here all the time.
FedEx, UPS. Like, they are. Hey, Mike, you start to know them by name.
This
I'm
is
working on
true.
these still. I'm working on these still. But that's kind of just my tips and nuggets that I would like everybody to just kind of like take away is, practice a self care routine during this time. Really be intentional with your mental health. It does show up in our money stories, right? When you're eating ice cream because you're not feeling bad, or when your retail therapy kicks in,
Mm. Mm.
it's a real, right? Like
That's
it's
real. That's black girl magic real right there. Like, I need some new shoes.
don't beat
Anyway.
yourself up, right? Like if you take two steps forward and end up taking one step back, get back up. That's that black girl magic. We embody what resiliency looks like. It's who we are. It's in our genetic DNA, right? Like um we keep going, like no matter what. And we
Man.
look cute doing it, right? Like we
Yes,
don't
we do. Ain't that right, Stephanie Kennard? Over there, girl. Hey, Stephanie. But
Yeah, so that is me. That is Tia Johnson. Be on the lookout. I'm on Facebook and all social media platforms. I do have a girls guide to financial success book on pre-order. So I can definitely drop the links to you so that can be shared. We will be having our board game release just in time for the holidays. So we're going to be teaching financial literacy and real gamification. And we do offer financial coaching to adults as well, working with some of the partnerships that we have in the community. So that's me. I'm Tia Johnson, and thank you guys so much.
yes, you guys, I'm about to end this live. You've met one of my magic masters. Y'all know I'm the truth. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all for joining us. Tia, I'm about to call you right back. I'm going to end this Zoom meeting right here. So
Okay.
I'll call you in a few seconds.
All right.
All righty.